What's up, YouTube? This is Strider1992. What's up? It's 4:09 a.m. in the morning on this beautiful January the 8th of 2013. So, I want to start this video off saying, uh, this is also something that my friend said, Stephen Niles. I think his account's Master Shot Films. And he got a good point, it's just bullshit, because, like, my friends and shit, they can't see what recently I posted on this. They subscribe to my account, or just randomly anybody that's just not even logging in on YouTube. They're not part of YouTube. It's YouTube was put on here so we waste our time and shit so we can let people see what we do and what we like to do and build an audience. But you can't exactly do that when the only thing getting posted up is already huge people that's already been around for a while. Like I got 3 YouTube accounts. One, I lost my login information for it. Second one, I actually started getting decent because it was run by me and my friend Earl. And what we did was, it was kind of like a podcast, because we just sit there and talk about random things. But it wasn't really a podcast, it was like a video cast, I guess, but it wasn't live streaming or anything. We just did our shit, posted it, we had fun. It was just something we did. We did it at school most of the time, because school, they gave the mistake of giving us computers with webcams and shit, so it was awesome. And then the one I got now, I had on here since last year. Not last year, 2011. I'm starting to make my own videos, and just recently I'm getting in the 100. I got 100 something views. I got like 30 videos up. It's just I don't have the people to back up my account. It's just shit's gotta get worked out, and what's his name? Alpha Omega Sin. When he first started, he had no views. None. And now a lot of his views get anywhere from 60 and 50,000 views a video. So everybody on here started out as just 0. Everybody started at 0. Like a couple years, I forgot when Epic Rap Battles first started. The first ever Epic Rap Battle. Where's that finger? Where is that finger? Oh, the camera's right here. Okay. Doesn't see down in that area because the camera is right there. Right there. Very first Epic Rap Battle. I remember watching it when it only had like 20 views on it. And then I send it to my friends, they send it to their friends. In a matter of a week, we watched it go from like 50 to 100 to... I think in the first week, it jumped to a couple of thousand. It spread. It spread. Like Gundam style. My friend William was the first one to ever hear it. Then it was me, then it was Chris. Alright, when we were first watching it, there's probably like 100 views, 200, 300. That was from Sai's actual official channel. Then we spread it to our friends, and it just got huge in a week. In a week, it went from a couple hundred to, I think, over 1 million. Yeah, over 1 million. And then now it's at 1 billion. It's just all on there in the comment. I wonder if it's still there, because somebody's like, I was like, are you a fucking idiot? That's what a lot of people post on this guy. Are you a fucking idiot? He's like, it's like, how is there 1 billion people viewing this when there's only 7 million people in the world? I was like, are you a fucking idiot? We wish there was only 7 million people in the fucking world. We wouldn't have all the fucking problems we've been having now. I just hope I'm not the one going on the list. But, there are 7 billion people on this planet. Tell you one thing. If they try to... This is starting to get towards political. If, they want to ban guns, and they think that's going to stop guns from being out on the streets. That's just bullshit. Let's see, there's a shit ton of drugs that are illegal that people can still get. There's military-grade weapons that people can still get. You're selling fucking tanks. Oh, yeah. Oh, they can't do anything with them because we sealed the fucking... what the fuck? I know the word. And Earl, if you get on me on this, I'm going to kick your ass, even though here in Mississippi, Louisiana. The barrel. The barrel is clogged. You know how easy it is to freaking cut that out and put a new one? Oh, they're like, oh, where are they going to get ammunition from? I was like, have you ever heard of other countries? Hell, there's people within our government that sell shit. You could find your way to the novices, you know. You can't stop anything. And what sucks is our military was put on to... They took the oath, alright? The oath is to protect America's Constitution from invaders from within, or with invaders coming from out or within the United States. And yes, within means the government. And it's like they're trying to take away our, I believe it was either Second or 10th Amendment, right? I forgot what it was. Our right to bear arms. We have the right to bear arms to go against an oppressing government. Just like they did back during the Revolutionary War, when we were still under the fucking England. We had the choice to fight back, you know. And we fought back, we won. We kicked their ass, because that's where... proud to be American. That's all I gotta say. And then, if our own government fucks with us, you're gonna have civil war again. But it ain't gonna be over stupid shit like that. The Civil War was on, you know, I don't care what anybody thinks. It was not about slavery. That was just what got put in the history book. What it was something else. I don't know what it is exactly. But I know it's not slavery, because slavery was the farthest thing from it. Slavery is just what they slapped into the history book. And I got black friends that tell me the same thing. It was like, they had free black people serve the Confederate Army. You know, same with the fucking Union, you know. It was something completely different. I think it's over land. Some shit like that. It's just... Yet, if they go through with this, and they go with everything they plan to do within the NDAA plan or some shit, president's gonna be fucked. That's all I gotta say. He's got to deal with the angry government, because he wants to go against them, which I don't blame him, but he was still forced to sign it. And then he has to deal with angry Americans. And we will fight for our constitutional rights. I know I would. They take they start taking people off the street, military people. I've seen shit on it on TV, in the news. I see it all over the place. You know, they keep it up. Like, my friend Earl, he even told me, if it comes down to it, he will lead the military. Or if it comes down to, you know, people versus the government. Alright, I can tell you one thing, I'd be one of the first people to take up a gun and fight for my freedom. If the government wants to take away my freedom, Big Brother, you know, Big Brother, government, they want to take away my freedom, they get a big fucking middle finger. Where's the camera? A big fucking middle finger saying, fuck you. My freedom, my rights, kiss my ass. And a bullet up their ass, too, to keep it up. And I'm not afraid to show my rights. These are my rights. Freedom of expression. Right to bear arms. I don't have a gun. The reason why I don't have a gun, can't fucking afford it. I can get one, you know, I might be able to get one off my friends or, you know, my family member or something, but I'd rather, like, paying it with my own money. It's just a personal choice, you know. I want to get a gun. I want to go hunting with my friends. You know, just be a good old boy, you know. And plus, on top of that, I can protect my household, protect my family, protect my animals, my livestock. So I'm going to have livestock. But most importantly, if something so bad happens where our government becomes such a bitch that it wants to take our freedom, I'm going to be a general of the resistance force. You know, I got people in the military. My cousin and my best friend will leave the military to fight. Because they didn't join the military to take it away from us. They joined the military to protect our freedoms, to make sure we have our freedoms, not to take it away. Yet you're still going to have military people that are still going to try to take it away because they're so corrupt with cash. It's all about money. The only way this shit's going to work out, if we get rid of currency completely. There was no currency, no nothing. We had replicators, just like Star Trek. Guess what? No currency. And no currency means we're only going to battle over land, though. That'd be it. But if we become one nation, one free world nation. I mean, a world nation, period. Just one whole nation. The world is one whole nation. With the same rights, same freedoms. You can choose to do whatever you want. It's just it requires you to have a job. Do something for a living. Don't sit around and get fat. Because then people are going to be like, oh, then what we're going to have jobs for? I was like, to make a living? That's back in the olden days, when there was no currency. What did people do? Don't any of you go out there and be like, sit around and be fat? I was like, no. When there was no currency, people farmed. People went hunting. They did what they wanted to survive. They did what they needed to survive. You know, look at Indian tribes. Native. That wasn't that long ago. Y'all got to take the concept is the Spaniards, the English, a lot of the other countries. Where's that way, because that's east. Over there had currency. Native Americans didn't have currency. Why do you think we didn't have no concept of gold? We had no concept of gold. That's our Native Americans. They had no concept of gold because they didn't have currency. They had bartering. You know, they understand the concept of bartering. You know, we'll say I needed some chickens. I got nice cloth. Here, have some cloth. You know, nobody killed anything over it. The Native Americans, you know what they fought over when they had tribal wars? Land. That was it. Land. You know how they solved it? Either by battles or marriage, to join the two tribes into one tribe. And the reason why I know all this was because I had family members that know friends and shit from Cherokee, Seminole, you name it, tribes, you know, Native American. And no, they're not Indians. Yes, they call themselves Indians, but that's because they're just being stupid. Search up the name Indian, which now a lot of people are saying, oh, the Native American Indian. It's not an Indian. An Indian is a person from India that lives in India. The term Indian came for our Native Americans was because Christopher Columbus thought he was landing in India, which is why he called them Indians. He even tells you in the history book why. And people are like, oh, I'm an Indian. I was like, you're from India? No, one of my friends, he said, he doesn't really look it, but he swears up and down he's an Indian. And I'm like, you don't look Indian. You look like white with a little bit of, I don't know, Buddhist, I guess, kind of look to you. He's like, no, I was like, so your family's from India? Because he keeps on saying he's an Indian. And I was like, he's like, no. I was like, my family's from here. They've been here since before Spaniards and shit. So I was like, oh, you're a Native American. They're like, no, I'm an Indian. And I'm like, what? I'm sitting there like, if you're an Indian, you came from where all the dot heads are at. No offense to any Muslims, or I forgot what y'all religions are called. No offense to y'all, it's just now sounding redneckish. Yes, I am a redneck. But I am a redneck that listens to any type of music. I listen to rap. I listen to some weird girlish shit. I don't know why. I listen to whatever suits my nature at the time, but you know, they have American rights. Native Americans should have rights above all of us. Or, you know, their rights should come first. They've been here the longest. The only reason why we are Americans is because we stole America from them. Think about that. Think about that. None of us are actually Americans at all. Nationality, yeah, we are. But I'm talking about our family lineage, or family legacy lineage. It's not from America at all. It's from England, Ireland, Scotland, all those Europeans, Spain, you name it. It's just, we settled here. We settled here to get away from giant big brother from across the sea. We're coming to a point. I hope I don't see it. I hope my kids don't see it. I hope my grandkids don't see it anytime. But if it does, I will fight for my freedoms. And I have a tons of friends that will help me. Because we like the fact that we can live our lives, choose a job we want to do, but we got to tough up jobs we don't like to do, but we still do it. All for our families, all for ourselves, our family, our families, you know, our dogs too, our pets. You know, we do a lot for our pets. This is Bobo, if y'all want to know. He's a snoodle. And you got hiccups. Why you got hiccups? He's funny. Relax, bro. You know, it's just, we are Americans, and we are proud to be Americans. So, I just hope I don't see it. I hope my family, my grandson, my kids and my grandkids don't see it. Because I'm 20 right now. I turned 21 in August. I just hope I don't see it. If I do, this fat kid is going to be the world's most accurate guy with a gun, I can tell you that. Because I'll be fighting for my freedom. And don't let nobody tell you different. You are born here, you are an American. And you must fight for your freedom when it comes down to it. If you're born somewhere else, get the fuck out of here. Now, I don't have anything against y'all, it's just we got too many fucking people here to begin with. We got all these Iraqis, Ukrainians, I forgot. All those Mid-Eastern people coming here. What's fucked up is our government gives them more shit to them. What about us? What about us? Oh, they gotta deal with war, blah, 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 separated from the family, blah, blah, blah. I was like, so? It's bad enough they gotta deal with it, yeah, but why give them everything? Give them $65,000 to start a fucking store. Why? What about us that's... Our family's been living in poverty for longer than they've been in a fucking war. Oh, they've been dealing with the war for 10, 15 years. What about families that have been in poverty since 1950s, 1940s? You know, since my grandparents were my age. My grandpa and my grandma been in poverty since they were kids. They bust their ass 7 days a week just so they could give me this electronics, this Mountain Dew, and I help them any way I can. You know, I'm trying to get a job. You know, just a few minutes before I did this video, I did some applications, you know. And whenever I can get used to a car, maybe my mom lets me, hopefully, because that's mostly the car I drive, I go out and do, you know, hand in applications in person. You know, I'm trying to get a job. You know, my grandparents bust their ass 7 days a week to make a paycheck doing newspapers. Yeah, y'all wonder how y'all newspapers get there in the morning? Or in the boxes? Well, if you're out here in Shady Hills, which if you know what Shady Hills is, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How your papers get to you. You're like, where's the paper today, Mommy? Oh, I forgot to pay the frickin' newspaper people. That's another one. Don't be assholes to my grandparents. If any of y'all live in my area, y'all don't pay my grandparents, my grandparents bust their ass. They put a paper together for you, roll it up, bag it, and bring it to your fucking house. Y'all don't have a decency. Y'all don't consider, oh, gas. My grandparents my grandparents are lucky right now, you know, that, you know, they're hoping that income tax comes in and shit, but you gotta consider that cars don't last for fucking ever, and y'all rich fuckers, there's a shit ton out here. Out in Leisure Hills, which is, you know, still part of Shady Hills though, but, I see them get a new fucking car every, like, 6 to 7, 8, 9 months. I'm like, what happened to the old one? Oh, it's sitting in the yard. Like, don't you drive it anymore? No. And then after they keep it for a couple of years, they freaking sell it. Give it to me! I drive the damn fucking thing. It's ridiculous. I need a fucking car. If I had a car, I'd probably be having a job right now. I'd be busting my ass 7 days a week. Well, I hate to do 7 days work, but if I have to, I will do it. I need the money. You know? Not that I want shit, it's just I need the money. I feel like I need the money, because I've been living here with my grandparents, except for 3 years of my life, 3 or 4 years, because I lived with my dad at the time, for a while there. Mostly, I lived here. I lived here for about 16, 15 years of my life. I'm 20 now, about to turn 21. My grandparents did all this for me. They still give me electricity, food, Mountain Dew, internet, just so I can do this. You know, just they don't ask anything in return. And when I sit there and tell them, like, I promise, I get a decent job where I know it's not going to be temporary, which is why I hate trying to find a job during Christmas. Like, I can get a job during Christmas time. It's just, if I know I'm not going to keep the job, why should I start paying my grandparents? Because I can help out a little bit, but then I don't want to get used to it. Oh, where's this week's paycheck? And I'm like, I lost my job last week. The end of it's end of Christmas. Remember? You know, I'm trying to find myself a full job, or not a full. I don't care what kind of job, part-time, full-time. Just a job where I know I'm working. I can have a weekly, bi-weekly paycheck, so I can help my family. The way shit's going, it's going to get harder and harder. And I hope I find a job before it gets harder and harder. Because as soon as I get a job, I'm going to put money up so I can get my CompTIA certification. And I can start work with my old school instructor, working on computers. You know, I have a marksman, which is a school out here, certification saying I know what I'm doing on computers. It's just they won't hire me because I don't have a CompTIA certification, which is a lot of money, and I don't have that kind of money. And if I had something like that, I could be making $12, $13 an hour plus overtime, which would be awesome. It's just shit I gotta work at. And at the same time, I want to do shit, give shit to the internet community that I have here on YouTube. Like, save up some cash, you know, after I start making decent money, start doing Let's Plays, stuff like that, you know, get a PVR. Because if I have a PVR, I have to sit there, you know, with my shitty-ass laptop camera to film me playing a game. You know, I add commentary. I'm like, who screwed up? Because I love Skyrim. I do. I love Skyrim. I just don't play it that often anymore. I don't know why. Yet when I do play it, I play it 4 or 5 hours at a time. It's just, I have all this free time, and I'm using most of it to listen to music. Playing this lately. If I can grab it. My spit bottle stays still, so there's nothing in it yet. This right here. It's caught on something. The cable. 3DS. I've been playing Pokemon Black version 2. I really want to get Snivy, because I gotta complete this Pokedex, and once I get further in, I'm going to find out what I need to complete the Unova Pokedex, because I want the shiny Haxorus, and I don't want to do it by cheating. Don't want to do it by cheating. I want to find somebody to trade with. But, you know, and then I wish I had more time, but it's just, like, I got scripts. You know, I write miniature stories, and I never do anything with them. Seriously, I got, like, each miniature story is about, I don't know, 20, 30 pages long. Some are in series. Like, I do 2 or 3 different, I put a series that lasts 4 or 5 chapters. You know, each chapter is like 30 to 40 pages. And then some I start, and then I get so tired. Like, my creative thinking's here. I get it out. It's just I'm getting so tired that I was like, oh, I want to write this down, but I want to go to bed. I want to write this down, but I want to go to bed. It's those one of things. It's just, life is a bitch sometimes. It's just, like, if I had more of a writing skill, like, I got creative thinking. I just don't have the proper writing skills to write it out. I probably have to have a friend tell me how to write this out, make it look like a story format, because it's just words upon words upon words. Well, not words upon words. It's separated by sentences, and I wrote it as if it was an essay, not as a story. That's probably what my friends, because I wrote it as if it was an essay. I wrote 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sentences, and then an indent, start another paragraph. Yeah, the whole thing is still on the same topic, though. So it's more like an essay format, but it's a storyline, and I know how to write scripts. I've been doing scripts. I just never find, like, I get good ideas for scripts. It's just I don't think I have the acting experience to do, because my friend Loopy, he wants me to do videos, and I'm afraid I don't have the acting experience for it. Like, his concepts are awesome. It's just I was like, how do you want me to do this? I was like this, like that, like this. I don't have the modulations to my voice. Like, I can go really low or really high, but I can't stick with them like an actor could. Just recently I started doing my own vocals, which probably sound like shit, but the most vocals I do sing are heavy metal, baritone country music like Toby Keith, Zach Brown, Billy Currington, a couple of his. I'm like, oh, my friends say, this is, look at all those Mountain Dew cans right here, right here. Right here, my camera, it's reversed over camera, so it tricks me to, ow. There's a lag in the video. That is a hell of a lag. Damn. Yeah, that was what I bet. Once I put it on film, it's gonna be perfect. Probably not. It's probably still gonna look like shit. And this is gonna be a one big ass video. But hopefully, me and my friends can, start getting back together and shit. Start doing our talk video, rant video. It'd be awesome to do that again. I might start doing my own rant videos since I don't have editing skills and shit like that. Like, I got edit, I just don't have software, Like, I want to get Adobe and shit, start doing, all the trinkles and make the little shit pop up here, here. All that kind of shit. And then hopefully here soon, I hope I get it for my birthday, because I hope I get it for my birthday. I want to get a guitar, and my mom's friend Nick, he promised if I get a guitar, he's going to teach me how to play. He thinks I'm going to make a better bass player, so just to be safe, I want to try to get me both a bass and an electric guitar. And what I want to do is, I know one of my friends, he plays drums. Hopefully I can get my friend Chris to learn bass. I think his problem is trying to learn, how to stay in tune and shit, but if we all learn how to play, we can stay in sync. The concept is, don't think about it, because if you think about it, you're going to fuck up. That's what my friend Nick told me. Because, when I learned how to play acoustic, I can play a little bit of acoustic guitar. But I never learned how to actually play. I was learning strings, couple of licks. I wasn't learning how to put it all together yet. But, he's told me, he's like, don't think about it. It was like, once you learn what the finger locations are and shit, you can just go with it. You know, don't think about it. Once you memorized it first time, don't think about it. You can go, just play it. That's all he tells me. You know. So, like you said, you know, some people can't learn it because they don't have a passion for it. Or some people got the passion for it, but lack the physique, because he said the reason why I make a better bass player is look how big these fuckers are, okay? That won't go well on a fucking guitar. Fucking clodhopper fingers, you know? It's like, these are fucking huge. So, I learned how to do a little bit of bass also because my cousin used to have bass. Yeah, he was more of an electric guitarist, but he actually had a bass player. His friend was a bass player, but he kept all of his equipment at my uncle's house. It wasn't my grandma's house. It was underneath the house. The house set on stilts. And my cousin and shit played right there underneath the house. Yeah. Like, you pluck. That's what I learned. It was you pluck your fucking strings. You go. Sit there and just rock out. You know. I want to start a band once I learn how to play. You know, not to make, you know, big out of it, but, you know, maybe the people I'm playing with want to make it big. You know, if I make it big with it, it'd be awesome, but, you know, I want to be in a band just for the fun of it, just because I love music. I love music. It doesn't matter what kind of music it is. Just don't get me singing rap. You know, I listen to the rap. I don't think I can sing it. Or be in a band that sings rapish music. Forget the fact that I do it, dude. Just rapping out. It won't look right at all. Just a fat white guy. Yeah, I'm fat. 268 pounds. Lord. Well, it's better than being 398. But that was 1,452 years ago. I think that's how the song goes. Back in high school. Anyway, keep updates on future videos, rants, you know, just random shit. If everything goes well, I might plan to do, I don't know, I might join Loopy for future films on his Jump In Productions. So, maybe link up my account with that. So, like, hey, check out my shit on his videos. And get back to doing, you know, Against the Wall or start something new. You know, it just unscripted shit, because that's what sports has for us, is unscripted shit. Well, other than that, have a good morning, YouTube.